All right, 38. How many feet are in 2,241 inches? And then it's just 1 foot to 12 inches. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches, is what it says. So, what do we have to do here? Now, if you notice, interestingly, I'm kind of surprised here that these answer choices are all under 2,241. So, clearly, if you thought you had to multiply this number by 12, then you would get something that's way off any of the answers. And then you would probably go back and be like, oh, I must have to divide. So I'm kind of surprised. They usually try to trick you and would give you that multiplication question, or the multiplication answers, but they did not in this one. So anyway, we're going from inches to feet, right? And that is smaller to bigger. And in conversions, it's the opposite of what you would expect. So usually smaller to bigger equals, you would multiply, right? If you have a small number, you want it to be bigger, you multiply. But in conversions, it's the opposite. So smaller to bigger actually means you divide, right? So we have 2,241, and the answer is divided by 12. Okay? Now, in essence, okay, this is actually a calculator active part. So you could literally just put 2,241 divided by 12, and it would shoot you out the answer. But let's just do this regular. So 12, can it go into 2? No. Can it go into 22? Yes. It can go one time. 22 minus 12 equals 10. 12 can go into 104. How many times? I know my 12s, so I know it can go 8. 8 times 12 is 96. So I can't do 4 minus 6, so I have to change this to a 9. 14 minus 6 is 8. 9 minus 9 is 0. Then I bring this down, 81. I know that 12 times 6 equals 72. So 81 minus 72, 7, 11 minus 2 equals 9. So it is 186, remainder 9. Okay? So, now, all of these answers, I just want to show you. Now, these answers are all in decimals. Now, what you can do to convert it into a decimal is they're expecting you to just put it into the calculator. So that's good. But it becomes 186, and we can switch it, and it becomes 9. And then since we're dividing by 12, the remainder becomes the numerator. What we're dividing by becomes the denominator. Now, I know that 9/12, this can actually go into, I can reduce 9/12. Both are multiples of 3. So if I divide top and bottom by 3, it becomes 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So it is 186 and 3/4. Okay? Or 3/4. Now, in this one, B is the only answer that has 186. But, just to be clear, 75 hundredths is equal to 3/4. So, the answer would be B, and I know that 75 hundredths is equal to 3/4 because 3/4 of a dollar, right? 3/4, the coins, they're $1/4 of a dollar, and if you have 3 of them, it's 75 cents. So that's one way to think about it. But the answer would be B.